Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. In this new video we are going to give you an in-depth breakdown of the 10 most successful ice hockey players of all time. But before starting, don't hesitate to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our next videos. 1. Henri Richard, nicknamed Pocket Rocket. Henri Richard played for the Montreal Canadiens of the National Hockey League, NHL, from 1955 to 1975. During this period, he won the Stanley Cup 11 times, making it the most successful player of all time. His role as a reliable and versatile center was essential to the Canadiens' success in the 1950s and 1960s. 2. Jean Beliveau, another great Montreal Canadiens player. Jean Beliveau won the Stanley Cup 10 times between 1956 and 1971. He was a stylish and complete forward, and his leadership on and off the ice helped make of the Canadiens one of the most dominant teams in NHL history. 3. Yvon Cournoyer. Cournoyer also spent his entire career with the Montreal Canadiens, playing from 1963 to 1979. During that time, he won the Stanley Cup 10 times. Nicknamed the Blonde Demon because of his blazing speed and offensive skills, Cournoyer was a major asset to the Canadiens' success in the 1970s. 4. Maurice Richard, considered one of the greatest players of all time. Maurice Richard was an iconic forward for the Montreal Canadiens from 1942 to 1960. He won the Stanley Cup 8 times and was a pioneer of the game offensive, scoring many memorable goals throughout his career. 5. Jean Ratelle. Ratelle played for the New York Rangers from 1960 to 1976. Although he did not win the Stanley Cup, he had an illustrious career, especially in terms of individual titles. He won the Hart Cup as his team's MVP in 1972 and was a prolific scorer, scoring more than 1,200 points in total. 6. Bryan Trottier. Trottier played for the New York Islanders and Pittsburgh Penguins from 1975 to 1994. He won the Stanley Cup 6 times, including 4 consecutive with the Islanders from 1980 to 1983. Trottier was an offensive center talented and contributed significantly to the success of these teams. 7. Toe Blake. Although he is best known as a coach, Toe Blake was also a successful hockey player with the Montreal Canadiens. He won the Stanley Cup 8 times as a player between 1935 and 1948. After his playing career, Blake enjoyed tremendous success as a coach, leading the Canadiens to 8 more Stanley Cup victories. 8. Red Kelly. Kelly played for the Detroit Red Wings and Toronto Maple Leafs from 1947 to 1967. He won the Stanley Cup 8 times and is one of the few players to win the cup with 2 teams different. Kelly was a talented offensive defenseman and was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame as a player and coach. 9. Gordie Howe. Nicknamed Mr. Hockey, Gordie Howe is considered by many to be one of the greatest players of all time. He played for the Detroit Red Wings and Hartford Whalers from 1946 to 1980. Howe won the Stanley Cup 4 times and holds numerous NHL career records, including most points scored. 10. Scotty Bowman. Although best known as a coach, Scotty Bowman also played professional hockey. He won the Stanley Cup 5 times as a player and 9 times as a coach. Bowman is considered one of the greatest coaches in hockey history and has led several legendary teams, including the Montreal Canadiens and Pittsburgh Penguins. These players have left an indelible mark on the world of ice hockey thanks to their exceptional performances and their numerous titles won throughout their careers.